Welcome to episode 5 of April Anger. We're going to start this off with King K. Rool against Villager. Two characters who are both known for their projectiles. Oh yep, see them both already. 3 of them. I didn't even see when Villager pulled out the Lloyd rocket. Oh, King K. Rool had a great reaction with that up tilt, but then he followed it up with a taunt. But he got a good grab. Grabs are harder to hit on opponents that are in the air. Not just in general, even though they are, but they actually have a smaller hitbox to grab aerial opponents with. Man, these two normally passive characters are just not letting up on each other. I think right then was the first time they've been without punching distance. Villager catches the air dodge with the up smash, but King K. Rool is a heavy character, so he's not going to die that easily. King K. Rool with a great tech on the side of the stage. The second turn of attack will kill him. And that leaves King K. Rool in a rough situation, because until he just landed that up air, he had only hit Villager with about 20%. Villager having a very okay down smash at the top platform will kill, kind of fixing K. Rool's problem. I was going to say that it's really hard to gimp out a Villager. He did die to that though. Villager used to be a little bit heavier in Smash 4. Not entirely sure why, but in Ultimate they adjusted his weight to be a little bit more of what you would expect. Oh, another up tilt to taunt combo from K. Rool. I hope he doesn't think that's an actual combo. Hitting the balloons instead of Villager. Normally having a recovery without... Oh, and right there you could actually see the throw invincibility. When you're throwing a character, you are invincible. Timing and stuff depends on pretty much every single throw out there. But the whole idea is that if you're in a free-for-all and you grab somebody, you can actually get the throw off. Because otherwise you just can't get the throw off, and then everybody shields, and then it's its own different type of problem. Shows just how much thought they put into Smash Ultimate all around. King K. Rool with another life-saving tech. Actually, he might not have died there. Still a good tech to hit anyway. King K. Rool does, however, seem to have forgotten that his down B, gut check, is a counter, but also a reflector. Would probably help against some of these Lloyd rockets. Playing off stage, Villager gets another spike on King K. Rool. Basically echoing the situation of the first stock. Although King K. Rool recovers high on stage, he does grab his crown back, though. That up throw does 20%, by the way, which is one of, if not the strongest, well, percentage-wise, strongest throws in the game. And I guess it's a little harder to quantify because some characters can increase the power of their throws. The first one that comes to mind is Incineroar and Wii Fit Trainer and Shulk. So it would kind of depend on how you decide to evaluate that. King K. Rool didn't hit that smash attack. It wouldn't have killed Villager, but would have put him at a high enough percent. Villager tries to edgeguard King K. Rool, but the helicopter backpack just keeps pulling through. See, King K. Rool tried to jump over the Lloyd rocket, but then he got hit by a slingshot. Villager just died off the bottom of the screen. I guess I'm going to want to check that in post, because I hope he didn't try to pocket something again. For our second match, we've got Wolf versus Greninja. Two animals locked in a fight to the death. We're on Final Destination. I can't say which character that would benefit more. I do know, however, that Wolf's lasers... Well, so he doesn't need to charge it up. And since it comes out so fast, he's probably going to be able to annoy Greninja more than Greninja's going to be able to use the Water Shuriken on Wolf. Water Shuriken, however, can be charged up like that, making it actually pretty nifty for edge guards. And of course, if you don't charge it up, you get the light version, which I've usually found to be most useful to get opponents to stop whatever the heck they were doing. Most predominantly whenever they try to dash dance around you. You just hit them with the light Water Shuriken, and that usually gets them to stop. Not looking good for Greninja, though. Wolf is a character who hits hard. Getting the weak spot of up smash. This Greninja amiibo, I don't think I was able to teach him down tilt to up smash, one of Greninja's kill confirms. That being said, Greninja has like 8 different kill confirms. Greninja just tried to go for grab 3 times. Greninja's grabs aren't, well, his throws aren't anything to write home about. I know it looked like he almost got a combo there, but... Now, Greninja's recovery is something to write home about. It goes a great distance, and because of the water projectile it shoots off, you can actually just mess up a whole bunch of different characters' recoveries, sometimes even on accident. Right there, Greninja could have used an up smash to kill Wolf. I mean, eventually he did, but he could have confirmed it out the neutral air. A couple of these amiibo have picked up habits from fighting all the human players, which almost... Ooh, nice tech. The human players is, you know, usually me, because I did train them all. Drag down up air? Well, he doesn't actually drag down, so Wolf gets to live. Going back to stage, Wolf still needs to kill. He traded some move with Greninja there. That will kill, but now he's at an 80% already. Wolf is a character with, you know, sufficient damage, so it could be made up. But also, if you forget to air dodge once, Greninja's going to hit you with the dash attack to forward air combo. And if you're at the very right percent, then it doesn't matter if you do air dodge because you get hit anyway. Another drag down. Greninja keeps going for the up airs off stage. Really not a choice I'd recommend. Preferably you'd go for a back air, maybe a forward air if you're really sure you can land it. Wolf retreating to center stage. Catches out Greninja though. Greninja is landing a whole bunch of grabs on Wolf. I know I said his grab wasn't spectacular, and I guess I should add that his dash grab is actually really good. But his throws don't get as much as a lot of other characters would give you. Although I guess I should also mention that if the opponent doesn't know how to escape the throw combos, then they actually can do a bit, but they can usually always be escaped. Wolf's turning this around. He was able to kill Greninja instead of getting killed and then killing Greninja, putting him back in the lead, gaining the momentum back. Greninja going for the no edge guard. Another grab on Wolf. Dancing around each other for the walls. Wow, I just realized how long it's been since that statement was in fashion. It felt like ash coming out of my mouth. Greninja with an actually really good read there, dashing back twice to jab Wolf. But the jab only does about 12-ish% if you hit all the hits. And he needs to be killing Wolf, not... Wolf's just kind of throwing out aerials and it's working. Greninja with the rarely seen down tilt to forward air combo. I guess it had to combo at some point, I just didn't think it would work. Great air dodge on Greninja's part, but then he trades something with Wolf, puts him below stage, gets hit by that laser again. Very dangerous proposition, gets up on the ledge and then air dodges away, instead of just attacking through the smash attack. Right there you can see Wolf was actually messed up by Greninja's Hydro Pump. That's the name of his up B recovery move. Wolf was able to drift back on stage, but if it had put him slightly more to the side, he wouldn't have been able to. So now this isn't stacking up as well for Wolf, because he's only done about 30% to Greninja. Meanwhile, Greninja's done about 60% to him. Back air barely doesn't kill Greninja. Greninja now needs to be very careful. And that back air does kill Greninja. Victory goes to Wolf. Next up, we've got Banjo and Kazooie against Charizard. Weird trivia, the Banjo amiibo is just bigger than the Charizard amiibo. Not entirely sure why the scale's different there. I could always theorize, but... Now, Charizard did switch to... Ooh, that was a weird trade. Probably because of all Squirtle's water effects. Sorry. Charizard has transformed into Squirtle. Banjo getting the most up airs I've seen a Banjo connect in probably in a year and a half. The problem with Banjo's up air is that it only does about 5%, because it's so easy to combo into itself. But then that means that Banjos usually just go for a different move that does more damage. Tactical switch on Charizard's part, now he's Ivysaur. Down tilt's barely gonna reach him though. That Flare Blitz missed. Charizard's able to recover. Charizard's up B actually has some armor on it. I don't know any specific values. Good move on Charizard's part, grabbing ledge first so that he could spike Banjo to death. I'd normally criticize the change into Squirtle at such a high percent, but he's hit Banjo quite a lot, so I guess he's making it work. Banjo tried to recover with his up special 3 times off stage. You could tell by the number of shock jump pads he created. Oh, and he got hit while he was holding the grenade, so the grenade blew up in his hand onto his face. That's regrab for Charizard. And Charizard gets another spike on Banjo. This is just not Banjo's match. Getting the instant grenade into Charizard, but the grenade was unable to save him from that extra Flare Blitz. Banjo gets his first kill on Charizard, forward smashing a Squirtle at a high percent at the ledge. Almost lands above Ivysaur. That's a mistake you don't usually want to make. Charizard switches to Charizard from Ivysaur mid-combo to avoid an extra punish. And Charizard actually using a flamethrower there. You don't see it that much. There's sort of a competition between Bowser's Fire Breath and Charizard's flamethrower, because they're both similar moves. Good switch to avoid the grab, by the way. They're both similar moves, but there's always some trait in each game that makes one more valuable than the other. I don't remember which one was more valuable in Brawl. They both were not particularly good in those games. But when Smash 4 rolled around, Charizard's Flamethrower was better because it had more active hitboxes. Now in Smash Ultimate, people usually believe that Charizard's Flame Breath is better because it can deal a very large amount of damage. Charizard just brought Banjo back from the brinks of death just so he could beat him up more. Charizard, with 2 lives left, takes that win over Banjo. On the topic of characters that normally wear blue, we have Snake against Chrom. The Camper versus the Rushdown. Gonna be interesting to see how this goes. On the battlefield platforms, Snake with the jab, forward tilt, instead of the third jab connecting. That's usually pretty hard to do, because if you input a different move, you usually just get the last hit of your jab. Armoring through the first hit of Chrom's Ether, but it didn't particularly help him there. He still got hit by the full amount. Chrom with the ledge trump on Snake. Snake seems just fine, and Chrom with a great parry, unable to follow up on it though. Snake is just going in a little bit more than you see most Snake players normally do. And he's getting smacked in the face with the Parallel Falcon as punishment. Although he gets the second hit on Chrom, Chrom is not going to be able to recover from that. He needed the miracle hitbox from that Nikita missile in order to survive. And obviously he didn't. Snake with that down smash again. It's doing a lot more than I would have expected against this Chrom. And Snake dies off of that. Just barely, but he does. Snake opting for the full jab this time. Oh, Chrom with a great parry. He was able to grab Snake before his forward smash was able to... Chrom, why? Chrom just Suicide Ether off the stage. Goes for an edge guard. Doesn't kill himself. Yeah, that was not a good situation for Snake. He was charging a smash attack. So Chrom could do basically anything except run up and do nothing. That time he elected to run up and shield, which worked out fine enough for him. That's a regrab on Chrom. That being said, Chrom's regrabs are a little harder to punish because there is a chance you will randomly die from Ether. Ooh, Snake with the shield allowing him to hit Chrom with an up tilt. That's a kill move and it comes out crazy fast. So Chrom probably should learn not to do Ether on... Well, probably unless he's recovering, but especially not on Snake's shield. That being said, despite everything we've been through, Chrom is now only 30% ever since Snake decided to hit himself with his own C4. Another parry on the rocket launcher! But Snake got the C4 on Chrom. Chrom almost got Snake in the explosion. Was unable to successfully do that. Running under the C4. If you're a taller character, a C4 on a platform still has a really good chance of hitting you if Snake detonates it at the right time. Snake dodging under Chrom's neutral air there. Snake's gonna have to recover. He goes high. Chrom predicted low, so he doesn't get the... In case any of you didn't know, Snake can't... Oh! Chrom gets stuck under the stage. Victory goes to Snake. And up next, we have Dr. Mario against Little Mac. I think this is going to be a pretty rough match for Dr. Mario, because Little Mac is a lot like Dr. Mario, but more extreme in all cases. So Dr. Mario is really good on stage. Little Mac is even better on stage. Dr. Mario has a hard time edgeguarding opponents because of his terrible recovery. But Little Mac has an even worse recovery, so while Little Mac's not going to be edgeguarding Dr. Mario can only go so far off to punish Little Mac without risking death himself. Dr. Mario does have a lot more useful aerials, and a couple of them even kill. Oh, and Dr. Mario's back throw will also kill. That's a advantage he has over Little Mac. You can see there, Dr. Mario was able to make it back, but he didn't really have to worry about... And there he wasn't. He probably needed to use his air dodge there. Little Mac went for a combo there, but he didn't get the right hits to connect. See there, Dr. Mario didn't actually hit Little Mac with a move, only with his recovery. The up smash was able to kill Little Mac, though. Putting things even once that auto heal finished. Now, Little Mac's throws don't usually lead to too much, but Dr. Mario's throws can actually be quite useful. I mean, you can even see right there, like, Dr. Mario threw Little Mac and then just had to avoid one of Little Mac's aerials, which is a very low stakes game. Oh, a trade there. You could actually see Little Mac's trample meant that Little Mac was able to act first. The great trade there, Dr. Mario spiking Little Mac. No way he's going to make it back from that. Little Mac already up to 73%. Little Mac doesn't seem to know the tech that allows Little Mac to recover further, so that game just goes to Dr. Mario. That brings us to Hero against Marth. Two anime-haired, sword-wielding heroes of their respective lands. Hero does have a sword, but his sword is definitely slower than Marth's. That's probably gonna prove to be a problem because Marth should just always be at or just farther than sword's length for Hero. That's just how you can play Marth, well, just very patiently and optimally. Hero, in order to use his spells, usually needs some distance, and since his sword is so slow, having a character be so close proves to be a problem. Marth was patient enough to wait through Hero's spot dodge for the up smash, and then follow up with a forward smash. Psych Up only lasts for one hit. When it's active, it does allow Hero to deal more damage and knockback. Well, of course, when Marth was at a low percent, it wasn't super consequential. What you do need to look out for, though, is a hero with Oomph and Psych Up, because when they have both, most of their attacks can break your shield in one hit. And even if it doesn't perfectly break your shield, it's going to leave your shield health very low, and since Hero has a whole bunch of projectiles, you really want your shield to be able to block them. They just had a grab, I guess I'd call it a clank. Basically, when two characters grab each other at the same time, they sort of cancel each other out. You don't see it too much, usually because one character's grab is just faster than the other characters. Hero dodged a bullet there. Well, I mean, I guess it's a sword, but... Hero footstooling Marth to recover. That's beneficial because then he doesn't need to use any extra magic power recovering. Then we went for the fully charged swoosh. It's like the swoosh name is like swoosh, whoosh, swoosh, and cuss swoosh. There we go. Anyways, the medium one would have recovered Hero the right distance, and it wouldn't have forced him to land on the stage. He would have just grabbed the ledge. which meant that Marth couldn't punish his landing lag. There. Oh, Marth probably should have landed in Hero's Tornadoes for a better chance to live. Marth probably didn't need to optimize that extent though, just because he is most of a stock ahead of Hero. He's doing a really bad job all of a sudden though. Kaboom putting Marth off stage, but he can still recover. Hero healing. You only get 2 of those per stock unless you kill somebody, then you get another one back. I heard somebody once say that Hero mains would go for the heal so that they would get better random spell pulls in the future. Based off of the knowledge we have, it really isn't that influential. If anything, you'd go for the heal just because the heal would be better. But I suppose you could use it as an excuse for why you went for a heal at a weird time. Oh, here goes for the re-grab, but he's able to hit Marth instead of what you'd expect. Marth goes for the re-grab. They're both just going down off stage. Marth footstools Hero. Hero doesn't make it back. He had to go for the random spell zoom in order to live, but he didn't. Mr. Game & Watch against Toon. 2 characters with probably some of the most annoying down airs in the game. If Toon knows what's good for him, he's probably not going to throw too many bombs. Specifically because Mr. Game & Watch's bucket absorbs energy attacks, and explosions count as energy attacks ever since Smash 4. Mr. Game & Watch makes it up to the ledge. It does point out that on this stage the blast zone is low enough that Mr. Game & Watch has to go uncomfortably low in order to snap to the ledge. If he starts his recovery any higher up, he has a very good chance of missing the ledge and then getting punished. Although Mr. Game & Watch is actionable out of his recovery, getting a very low bomb on Toon. Oh, Toon catching Mr. Game & Watch there. But now Toon has been thrown off stage. Able to hookshot to the ledge that's faster than using his up B. Lets him get underneath the sausages. Oh, but then he gets hit by down smash. Mr. Game & Watch's down smash is a very good move. Toon getting stuck in the up airs again. His down air at least gives him an option that most amiibo don't usually have when they're getting stuck in Mr. Game & Watch's up airs. Mr. Game & Watch catching the bomb though, hitting Toon with it. That always feels bad. Then Toon able to hit Mr. Game & Watch with a bomb again. Great ledge pressure there. Mr. Game & Watch is taunting, but he is effectively a stock ahead. Mr. Game & Watch is lighter than Toon, but they're both light characters, so their time on this earth is not unlimited. Toon responding with a taunt of his own, and then getting hit by his own bomb. I think Toon getting a kill on Mr. Game & Watch. I was going to say that Toon and Mr. Game & Watch are probably tied for who's been hit by the most bombs. Of Toon bombs, I mean. I know Mr. Game & Watch also has his own bomb attack. Mr. Game & Watch using a lot of resources to hit Toon with another up air off stage. Toon just isn't avoiding these up airs. Sorry for the repetitive commentary, but it is a little repetitive. Getting hit by the last fish sends Toon back to the top of the screen to start the cycle over again. Mr. Game, the fish finally killed Toon, putting Toon a stock down. Mr. Game & Watch starts up airing again immediately. Mr. Game & Watch's bombs can be cancelled with any attack. You just hit the bomb and then they don't explode. Toon luckily finds a way through the up airs again, but he is already lagging behind Mr. Game & Watch on this stock as well. Toon getting a whole bunch of bombs on Game & Watch all of a sudden. I think Toon resorted to bombs because his arrows are a little bit too slow to come out. The boomerang, I guess, is serviceable, but you have to be horizontally away from your opponent. Quite a predicament for Toon there. If his down air had landed him, he might have gotten hit by Mr. Game & Watch's up smash. Toon going for a taunt. Like the 4th or 5th taunt we've seen this game. Game & Watch is playing a little degenerately, but it is effective. You can't really argue with that. Down air on stage will kill Toon. And for our last match of this video, we have Ridley against Kirby Classic. On Smashville, platform moves in the center at the start of the match and it never ever goes back. Well, never ever moves away. Because this is the hazardless version, and this is what the official tournaments use. Kirby getting a spike on Ridley, but Ridley wasn't at a high enough percent for it to kill. Ridley was able to kill Kirby through the stone transformation. In case anybody doesn't know, that being a stone doesn't make Kirby invincible. It just makes him, well, I guess just resistant to lesser damage and knockback. When he takes damage, I believe it gets cut in half. But if an attack is strong enough, it will untransform him from stone. Kirby with a revenge kill, but not without heavy losses on his side. Now at 100%. An up air from Ridley will kill. Especially now. Yep. Off stage, one down air. Ridley air dodges, makes it back to the stage. So does Kirby. Although that was a very long air dodge. Ridley should have been able to cover that. Kirby beating out Ridley's side B with his neutral air. Killing Ridley and extending Kirby's life just a little bit because Ridley no longer has that rage. Kirby still does need to pull off a combo or two in order to catch up, but it looks like he's doing it. Gets a good meaty up smash on Ridley. Ridley air dodges again. His uppy's able to beat Kirby's spike, but now Ridley's off stage. Zuppy's able to beat Kirby again. Kirby air dodges through Ridley, making it back to the stage. Now both probably looking for a good clean hit. An up air from Ridley takes the game.